President Trump was impeached again yesterday. Second time.
He's a trivia question now.
Yeah. Who's the only U.S. president to ever be impeached twice?
Mm-hmm. And who's the most petty Speaker of the House in history?
Yeah. There's an easy one. So a week before he's going to leave office, he became the first American president impeached by the House twice. Chamber charged him with high crimes and misdemeanors for inciting an insurrection at the U.S. Capitol 7 days ago. Again, what a crappy insurrection that was. Jeez. The most unprepared insurrectionists of all time. President's behavior in the 13 months since the first impeachment left House Democrats making a more clear-cut case than the first time around. Really?
Right.
Huh.
Okay.
They did no due process. They didn't. I mean, there was nothing. Yeah, it said, okay, we're gonna vote on this, and the count was 232 to 197. Every Democrat voted for impeachment, every single one, and 10 Republicans voted for impeachment this time around. And they included Liz Cheney of Wyoming, John Katko from New York, Adam Kinzinger, Illinois, Fred Upton, Michigan, Peter Meyer, New Mexico, Jamie Butler of Washington, Dan Newhouse, also of Washington, Anthony Gonzalez in Ohio, Tom Rice in South Carolina, and Davey Valadao in California. And there's your 10. Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger are probably the two I'm somewhat familiar with, at least in that group. But to get 10 Republicans to vote to impeach Donald Trump because of what happened last week, it's amazing.
Yeah, and remember the report is that they think they have 10 to 20 Republican senators. Somewhere in there on board, you need 17 to convict.
And they've got 10 to 20?
Yeah.
And the vote will happen after he's already out of office. So that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to go to a vote to convict the president of the articles of impeachment and remove him from office after he's already been removed from office.
And don't you think that's more of a Mitch McConnell type, look, we are going to show that we are not the party of Trump. We are breaking from Trump. This is more of a forward-looking vote than anything in the past-looking vote, in my opinion.
Possibly. It's certainly not going to help him going forward. I mean, if they hold a trial after he's left office, I just don't see how any right-thinking human being can say, yeah, that was a good move. That was a really good expenditure of time and effort.
Yeah, regardless.
On behalf of the U.S. Senate.
If they convict him or not,
right?
The Republican Party doing this, that's the end of the party, I think.
I think it's also an opportunity to try to smear Trump to the point where he can't come back in 2023 and 24 to run for president again. Yeah. I think that's what it is, because if he's already the only president ever impeached twice, and then if he's the only president to have ever been removed after he was removed from office, they're going to have both of those things to beat him with.
So again, this is a vote for the future.
Yeah.
After the impeachment.
Yep.
As opposed to what may have happened before.
And it makes you wonder, what is the Republican Party going to do now? Where are they going? Where are they headed? Is there anybody that can carry a conservative torch forward for the party for the future? I don't know who it is. Mike Lee? I don't think Mike Lee ever wants to run for president. Maybe he will, but there are scant few. Marco Rubio maybe has a chance still. But I think almost everybody who ran against Trump in 2015 and 16 is they're pretty damaged from running against Trump.
And they have a nickname, too.
Yeah.
That they can't shake.
I mean, the little Marco thing is always, it's stuck. Lying Ted stuck, even though Ted didn't lie. I mean, amazing.
Kristi Noem.
Amazing.
Kristi Noem.
Yeah, okay. There's somebody.
Dan
right.
Crenshaw might make some waves 4 years from now.
Might.
Fill that void.
Yeah, Crenshaw's not bad. And then you got Nikki Haley. There are a few, I guess.
Yeah, well,
there's a few.
Crenshaw's going to have some issues, but yeah, I mean, there's some rising stars like Kristi Noem, and I don't know, Nikki Haley. I think is kind of she's not happy. The Trump people aren't happy with her right now, so I don't know.
What did she do?
She said something after the Capitol riot situation. I forget exactly what it was. And I think it was toward Trump, if I recall. There's Slim Pickens.
Yes.
But,
yes,
Mike Lee would be a great Supreme Court justice, but what are the chances there's going to be a Republican making that decision anytime soon? So maybe he will run.
Maybe.
Because he does love this country. He is, and I hate to throw this at the very top, but you almost have to have, he has a great sense of humor when he uses it, when he taps into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would resonate with the electorate, I think. So Jim Jordan, he could run. He's definitely been in lockstep with Trump during this crazy time.
Yeah, he's been a close ally.
So that might work to his benefit.
And Trump likes him.
Yep.
Trump gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So they've got like a little kinship going on there. So, yeah, Jim Jordan, maybe. Maybe, and he blasted the Democrats yesterday over their effort to cancel Trump. And a bigger waste of time, I don't know that I've ever seen. I can't believe that they can look at themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, 6 days before he was set to be leaving office, we impeached him. By golly, that learned him some manners.
Hours before the dude. It's so petty. You remember, was it John Edwards, the vice presidential running mate for John Kerry? Remember he used to talk about two Americas? Mm-hmm. And he was obviously talking about rich and poor, stuff like that. Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. If there has ever been two Americas, it's right now.
Yeah.
We are so divided. It's heartbreaking.
Drudge's main headline the last few days has been how many hours it is till Trump leaves. And he doesn't update it every hour, so it's kind of weird. But he's got the headline right now, 149 hours left. 149 hours.
And it's not like a counter? It doesn't just tick?
Nope. It just says, like all day, it'll say 149 hours. And then sometime during the course of the day, he'll change it to, 135 or whatever.
All right, that's annoying.
It is.
You know who's counting the hours is Mike Pence.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure. He's like, get me out of here. Please don't let them ask me anything else. No more questions.
There's another guy who's a possibility for the future, but I think he's pissed off a lot of people, too. He's obviously he hasn't made Donald Trump a big fan of his in the last few days because Trump wanted him to do certain things, which he wouldn't do. He wanted Pence to throw the electors back to the state and the state legislators and go through the whole process again. I mean, there's no way he was going to do that. Did you really think he would do that? There's no way Mike Pence was ever going to do that. So, he's not happy with him.
So does a Trump, and maybe this depends on how the Senate votes and the Republican Party puts their final stamp of judgment on Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Does an endorsement help or hurt more for a 2024 Republican candidate, assuming Trump isn't running?
Not sure. An endorsement by Trump of them?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'm talking big picture in November, not with the base and all that stuff necessarily. Because even if he does, let's just say he endorses a Jim Jordan, right? That might get him through the primary, and that might resonate with the Republican base. But when it comes to November, and you're going to have Kamala Harris running, and you're going to say, "Oh, look, it's a Trump ally. Do you want to go back to the chaos?" And there'll be video from the Capitol and stuff. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We are so
Won't that
divided.
be fun? Won't that be nice? That'll be great. And, I think the president's a little radioactive right now, so I'm not sure how much an endorsement would help at this point.